The Los Angeles Lakers enter the 2026 NBA offseason, facing one of the most important stretches in recent franchise history. Following another season that ended short of championship expectations, the organization understands that standing still is simply not an option. With Luka Doncic now officially entering the first season of his newly signed 3-year contract extension, the pressure on the front office has never been greater. The Lakers have committed to building their future around one of the league's most dominant superstars, and every move made this summer will be evaluated based on one question. Does it bring the franchise closer to winning another NBA championship? Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office have already taken one major step toward answering that question. Before the free agent market officially accelerated, Los Angeles reached an agreement with Austin Reaves on a 4-year contract worth approximately $185 million. The deal secures one of the NBA's fastest rising guards for the foreseeable future and reinforces the organization's belief that Reaves remains an essential part of its long-term vision alongside Doncic. Reaves has developed into far more than simply a complementary player. Since entering the NBA as an undrafted rookie, he has steadily improved every aspect of his game, evolving into one of the league's most reliable two-way guards. His ability to score efficiently, facilitate offense, defend multiple positions, and thrive in high-pressure moments has earned the trust of both the coaching staff and management. By securing his future before free agency reached full speed, the Lakers eliminated one of their biggest off-season priorities and can now focus entirely on strengthening the remainder of the roster. Even after committing significant money to Reaves, Los Angeles still maintains valuable salary cap flexibility. Exactly how much financial room remains available will depend largely on several unresolved situations involving veteran players. The futures of LeBron James, Marcus Smart, Rui Hachimura, and Luke Kennard all remain important variables as the front office continues calculating every possible roster scenario. LeBron James remains, unsurprisingly, the biggest question mark. Although there continues to be mutual interest in another reunion between James and the Lakers, neither side has rushed negotiations. League insiders believe Los Angeles wants to maximize its available cap space before officially finalizing a new agreement with the 4-time NBA champion. James, meanwhile, continues evaluating both his own future and the team's ability to remain competitive around Luka Doncic. Marcus Smart also represents an intriguing decision. The former Defensive Player of the Year brings toughness, leadership, and elite perimeter defense whenever healthy. However, injuries have limited his availability in recent years, forcing the Lakers to determine whether retaining his defensive presence outweighs the financial commitment required. Rui Hachimura's future presents another challenge. The versatile forward has demonstrated flashes of becoming an ideal modern NBA wing capable of scoring inside and out while defending multiple positions. Yet inconsistency has occasionally prevented him from reaching another level. Whether the Lakers ultimately retain Hachimura or use him as part of a larger trade package remains one of the offseason's most interesting questions. Luke Kennard faces similar uncertainty. Recognized as one of basketball's premier three-point shooters, Kennard provides valuable floor spacing that naturally complements Luka Doncic's elite playmaking abilities. Nevertheless, roster construction often requires difficult sacrifices, and the Lakers may ultimately prioritize defense and athleticism over additional perimeter shooting depending on other acquisitions. Regardless of those individual decisions, one fact has become increasingly clear. The Lakers still need significant roster upgrades. ESPN salary cap expert Bobby Marks has repeatedly emphasized that Los Angeles cannot rely solely on internal improvement if it hopes to compete with the NBA's elite. Instead, the organization must address several obvious weaknesses throughout the lineup. Perhaps the biggest priority remains finding a legitimate starting center. Throughout last season, inconsistent production from the center position often prevented the Lakers from maximizing Luka Doncic's offensive brilliance. While DeAndre Ayton displayed moments of dominance, his overall inconsistency left management searching for alternatives capable of providing greater stability. An ideal addition would offer rim protection, rebounding, vertical spacing, defensive communication, and the ability to thrive in pick-and-roll situations with Doncic. Another priority involves acquiring a more athletic forward capable of defending multiple perimeter positions. Modern NBA contenders increasingly rely on versatile wings who can switch defensively while contributing offensively without requiring high usage. The Lakers understand that adding another athletic forward would significantly improve lineup flexibility throughout both the regular season and the playoffs. Outside shooting remains another area requiring attention. Although the Lakers possess several capable shooters, consistent three-point production has occasionally disappeared during critical stretches against elite opponents. Improving overall shooting efficiency would create additional spacing for Doncic, while opening driving lanes for teammates. Finally, management hopes to improve overall bench depth. Championship-caliber teams rarely depend exclusively on their starting lineup. Quality reserves capable of maintaining momentum during second-unit minutes often prove decisive over the course of an 82-game season. The Lakers recognize the importance of building a deeper, more balanced roster capable of surviving injuries and maintaining consistency throughout the year. One player who has emerged as an intriguing target is Australian center Jock Landale. Following an eventful season split between the Memphis Grizzlies and Atlanta Hawks, Landale enters free agency as one of the more interesting veteran big men available. While he may not possess the star power associated with some of the other centers linked to Los Angeles, his versatile skill set has quietly attracted attention from numerous playoff contenders. Landale offers a combination of size, mobility, and offensive versatility that fits today's NBA remarkably well. Unlike traditional centers who operate almost exclusively near the basket, Landale has developed into a legitimate floor-spacing threat. His ability to knock down three-point shots forces opposing defenses to respect him away from the rim, creating additional driving lanes for elite creators such as Luka Doncic. That spacing element alone dramatically increases his value. Offensively, Landale also possesses excellent basketball instincts. He moves well without the ball, sets effective screens, finishes efficiently around the basket, and consistently makes smart passing decisions. Although he rarely serves as the primary offensive option, he understands how to contribute within a structured system. His rebounding ability further enhances his overall value. Landale consistently battles for loose balls, secures defensive rebounds, and occasionally creates second-chance opportunities through offensive boards. His relentless energy often provides a noticeable spark whenever he enters the game. Defensively, however, Landale remains more of a solid contributor than an elite rim protector. He positions himself well, competes with physicality, and understands defensive rotations, but he lacks the overwhelming shot-blocking presence associated with players like Walker Kessler or Mitchell Robinson. Even so, many teams believe his offensive versatility more than compensates for those limitations. According to Hoops Hype insider Michael Scotto, the Lakers have emerged as one of several organizations expressing serious interest in signing Landale during free agency. Los Angeles will not be alone. Reports indicate that the Los Angeles Clippers, Chicago Bulls, Philadelphia 76ers, and Cleveland Cavaliers are also monitoring Landale's market closely. Each organization views the Australian center as an affordable veteran capable of strengthening frontcourt depth without requiring an enormous financial commitment. Competition could become even more complicated because the Atlanta Hawks reportedly hope to retain him. After arriving in Atlanta midway through last season, Landale quickly established himself as a valuable contributor before an unfortunate ankle injury prevented him from participating during the postseason. Coaches appreciated both his professionalism and his ability to immediately adapt to the team's offensive system. His brief time with Atlanta showcased exactly why multiple contenders now view him as an attractive free agent option. Across 68 combined appearances with Memphis and Atlanta, Landale averaged 10.6 points, 5.7 rebounds, and 1.7 assists per game, while shooting an impressive 51.5% from the field. Even more encouraging, he connected on 38.3% of his three-point attempts, demonstrating that his perimeter shooting is far more than an occasional bonus. Those numbers may not immediately grab headlines, but they represent exactly the type of efficient production championship teams often seek from complementary role players. Of course, Landale is hardly the only center on the Lakers' radar. Trade rumors and free agency speculation continue connecting Los Angeles with several bigger names. including Jalen Duren, Walker Kessler, Miles Turner, Robert Williams III, and Mitchell Robinson. Each player offers a different profile. Duren provides tremendous athletic upside and rebounding. Kessler remains one of the NBA's premier young shot blockers. Turner combines elite rim protection with outstanding three-point shooting. Williams, when healthy, can completely transform a defense through his athleticism and timing. Robinson offers championship experience, rebounding, and outstanding interior defense. The challenge, however, lies in acquisition cost. Some of those players would require expensive trade packages involving multiple future first-round picks, while others may command contracts significantly larger than what the Lakers are comfortable offering. Landale, by comparison, represents a more affordable solution capable of preserving additional flexibility for future roster improvements. Ultimately, the Lakers face a delicate balancing act. Management must improve the roster immediately without sacrificing the long-term flexibility necessary to continue building around Luka Doncic over the coming seasons. Every contract signed, every trade completed, and every financial decision made this offseason will shape the organization's competitive outlook for years to come. Expectations throughout Los Angeles remain extraordinarily high. The franchise has already demonstrated its commitment by securing Austin Reeves and reaffirming Luka Doncic as the centerpiece of its future. Now comes the difficult part: finding the right supporting cast. Whether that ultimately includes Jock Landale, Mitchell Robinson, Miles Turner, or another frontcourt addition entirely remains to be seen. What appears certain, however, is that the Lakers intend to remain among the NBA's most aggressive teams throughout free agency. As negotiations continue and the offseason unfolds, fans across Los Angeles will closely monitor every rumor, every report, and every transaction. The decisions made over the coming weeks could determine not only the Lakers' championship hopes for next season, but also the direction of one of the NBA's most iconic franchises throughout the Luka Doncic era. We'll be ready to officially announce the Lakers' next signing. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates, and I'll see you soon.